I do not trust him or his family with my child.
I trust none of them, bro. I don't. None of them. None of them at all. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them. And I'm scared. When I'm over there, I feel uncomfortable. I feel out of place.
He told me that he has money because his dad sells drugs. So that's the money that he has from his dad selling dope out of his house.
Your Honor, the only agreement is that the parties agree that the geographic restrictions is going to be Galveston and contiguous counties.
Okay.
With that, Your Honor, I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the petition to establish the parent-child relationship that was filed on or about May 25, 2023 in this matter.
I take judicial notice of your pleading.
And also the default temporary order establishing the parent-child relationship that was filed October 17, 23, which was signed on October 16, 2023.
I take judicial notice of that temporary order.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to call Miss Adriana Gonzalez as my first witness.
Okay. Do they agree who's going to have primary custody of the child?
Your Honor, that is in contention that there's no agreement as to the primary.
Where this goes.
I can call Miss Preston first.
It's up to you.
Okay. I'm gonna call Adriana Gonzalez first. Miss Gonzalez, can you state your name for the record?
Adriana Gonzalez.
Miss Gonzalez, where do you work?
Office of the Attorney General.
And what is your title?
Child Support Officer.
Okay. And what are your job duties, ma'am?
I conduct investigation, calculate child support, retroactive child support, and medical support.
Okay. And how do you do that?
I research, report wages income. In this case, was for Mr. Jones.
Okay. And is this your usual course of business to perform these type of research?
Yes.
Now, when did you do the research for the obligor in this case for Mr. Jones?
It was today.
Okay. Your Honor, may I show a calculation sheet?
Has everyone seen it?
No, I don't believe so. This will be the first time that they'll see it.
Okay, why don't you have her testify and then present it then?
Okay. Ms. Gonzalez, what were your findings?
So my findings based on the wages reported by Mr. Jones, the monthly gross income came out to $3,692.17.
I have a question. When you say reported by Mr. Jones, is that what Mr. Jones told you?
Oh no, employer. Sorry, I do apologize. No, he provided his pay stubs.
Oh. Did you calculate this based on his pay stubs?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, I do apologize.
Okay.
Okay, so the monthly gross income did come out to $3,692.17. I did set the cash medical of $130. The net income did come out to $2,993 with 50 cents. There's no other children, it's just this child for this case. So it's the 20.00%, and the monthly child support came out to $599.
Your Honor, I'd like to offer this calc sheet that Ms. Gonzalez testified, a short rendition as Exhibit 1. May present it? May I share my screen?
Does anyone have any objection to the concept of the exhibit being what she just testified to? Okay, you may share your screen.
Thank you. Ms. Gonzalez, do you see the what I've offered as Exhibit 1 on the screen?
Yes,
And does this accurately portray what you just testified to, ma'am?
yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd like to offer this as Exhibit 1 into evidence.
Does anyone object to me admitting State's Exhibit 1 into evidence? Can you please answer out loud so the record?
Oh,
No, ma'am.
Okay. And Ms. Preston, do you have any objection?
no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to admit State's Exhibit 1. It is admitted.
I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay.
Ms. Gonzalez,
I have a question for her. So
Yes.
how many pay stubs was this based on?
It was based on 4 pay stubs, Judge.
And what time frame?
The time frame was sorry, give me a second. Was from April all the way to the end pay period. Sorry, to the end of July 31st, 2023.
Okay, does he still work there?
Yes, and he
And how-
gets paid once a month.
And so you didn't have any pay stubs from August through now?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You may continue, Mr. De Himeja.
thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gonzalez, did you conduct research on back child support, ma'am?
Yes, I
Okay, and what were your findings when you did those calculations?
okay for so the period of time that Ms. Preston is asking is from since the child was born, that it was October 10, 2022 to present. For the 3 months of 2022, it was based on minimum wage. So the monthly child support was $230 a month times 3. That was a total of $690. Beginning this year, there was no wages reported from Mr. Jones. So the first 3 months was also based on a minimum wage of $230 times 3 months. That was $690. Now for the remainder of the year, I did go based on the wages on the pay stubs that it was provided by Mr. Jones. The monthly gross income was still the same, $3,692 with 17 cents. The net income came out to $3,123 with 50 cents, 20.00%. The monthly child support was 625 times 9. That was a total of 5,625. So if I add all those numbers, it came out to $7,005.
Your Honor, I offer into evidence what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2, which is a short rendition of Ms. Gonzalez's testimony. May I share my screen?
You may do so.
Ms. Gonzalez, do you see the screen?
Yes,
And is this what you see is basically accurate to what you just testified to?
yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I offer this as State's Exhibit 2 into evidence.
Does anybody have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit 2 into evidence? Ms. Preston?
It said that he was based on minimum wage, but he had a job working at the plants. He was working at On Point Industrials.
Okay, but you disagree with the document, and he might also, but do you have an objection to it being admitted into evidence?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm good. And Mr. Jones, do you have any legal objection to it being admitted into evidence?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to admit it into evidence, and please note it doesn't stop either of you from questioning the document or what it says. Okay, you may proceed, Mr. De Himeja.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, may I excuse Miss Adriana Gonzalez?
Now, Ms. Preston, do you have any questions for Ms. Gonzalez?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Jones, do you have any questions for Ms. Gonzalez?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez may be excused at this time.
The state calls Miss Preston.
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Preston, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's okay. Miss Preston, can you state your full name, ma'am?
Khaliah Dion Preston.
Miss Preston, who is your child?
Saint Lee Preston.
Okay, and how old is Saint?
He is 14 months and 10 days.
And who is his father?
Richard Leon Jones.
Okay, and we have genetic testing to show that he is the father, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when you're making decisions for the child, like let's say medical decisions, do you consult with the other parent? Do you consult with dad?
No, sir.
When you're making decisions like just the general welfare for the child, do you consult with the other parent?
No, sir.
Okay, why?
Because he's choosing not to be, I'm sorry, he's choosing not to be around. He has chose not to be around since my son was born.
Okay. When was the last time dad saw Saint?
Since the last time he saw Saint,
And you could guess last week, last month.
it was
Let
over.
us know if it's a complete guess. I mean, approximate's good, but guessing,
Yeah, it was maybe a week after my son was born. Not even that. Maybe 4 days after my son was born, and after he never seen him again.
Okay. Has he tried to reach out and try to be a part of your son's life?
No, sir.
Okay. Has he helped you in any way since he was born?
No, sir.
Has he asked you that he wanted to visit with the child?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, what type of medical insurance is the child on, ma'am?
He has Medicaid, but I think his Medicaid is about to be up. And I wanted to take him off of Medicaid because I wanted him to have a better doctor. Well, a better pediatrician. So I wanted to take him off of Texas Star so he can get better health care.
Do you have access to medical insurance?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any safety concerns regarding Mr. Jones?
Yes, I do. Well, in general, or with my baby going to his house?
Well, let's just say any safety concerns with you first.
Yes.
What are they?
Sir. One day when I was pregnant, one day we was laying in the bed and he slapped me and I fell on the floor. And then another time we was at school, he beat me up at school. He raised me in the air. Well, we had a physical altercation. It was like both of us were fighting each other, but he picked me up off the ground, slammed me on the floor. I was pregnant. I was about 4 or 5 months. And he picked me up, slammed me on the ground. He stumped me and he punched me in my face in front of everybody.
Did you call the police?
No, it happened at school. And the coach that I had at the time, her name was Jessica Palmer. She told me she made him leave because that wasn't his period. He was missing his period to be in my period, in my class. She told him just leave the gym. And she told me not to worry about it because if I would have worried about it, and if I would have told, that it would have fallen back on her because that wasn't his correct class.
Just to confirm, Mr. Damager, are both parties over 18?
That was my next question, Your Honor. Miss Preston, how old are you?
I am 19 years of age.
And did you graduate from high school?
Yes, I did.
Good, good. And this altercation that you're describing happened in high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And at the time, I was 17 years of age.
Okay. Now you said that you have concerns about dad being around the child. What are your concerns there?
I do. I'm scared. Like like I said, the first week of my son being born, he proceeded to come over and he asked my son, and he asked me in person, I want to buy him a gun. You think I should buy him a gun? And I looked at him confused and said, no, my son is not going to be around guns. And then I was holding my son, and he took my son from me and told him, I'm going to buy you a gun and we're going to go and shoot. And I was like, no, my baby's he's not going to be around guns. Then this is at his house.
What?
All of
Okay.
this is at his house. The home that he lives in, they sell drugs and they sell crack out of that house. And this is a baby at that house holding a gun. And
Mr. Damasia, if she wants to admit those into evidence, can you have her take screenshots and send them to you? Because it's very hard to see.
And it's
Here,
also this one.
Miss Preston?
Yes.
Can you email those pictures to me so I can introduce them as evidence in your case?
I can. Can I please get an email, please?
Yes, ma'am. Do you see it, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
So, ma'am,
I can't see it anymore. I was still doing it. I can no longer see the email.
Can you press chat?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
I also sent it to your email as well. If you could go into your email and see it. So ma'am, can you do that while answering questions?
Yes, I can.
Okay. How do you communicate with the other side?
What other side? His father's side?
No, the parent, the dad, Mr. Jones.
I don't communicate with him.
Okay.
I seen him one day at a concert, which was approximately 2 weeks ago. His dad seen me, and I seen his dad. He seen my sister. We did not say one word to each other. His dad told me he wanted to have a conversation. He basically chased me down. And then after I got to a certain point, he stopped chasing me. Richard did not say not one thing to me pertaining to our child or pertaining anything.
Okay. Now, what is the child's last name?
Preston.
And what did you want the child's last name to be?
Preston.
Okay. Your Honor, may I pass the witness for now? I may recall her after those pictures are emailed to me, and I could start asking questions to Mr. Jones.
That is fine.
Thank you. The state calls Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, can you take your off mute? So there you go. Please state your name for the record.
I'm Richard Leon Jones.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, have you ever made decisions regarding your child?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
Okay. Do you want to make decisions with Ms. Preston, regarding your child?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, do you want to be part of making decisions regarding medical and dental and just the general welfare of your child?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, because I could provide him with Medicaid. My employers provide insurance. What I meant to say, insurance.
Well, the question was, why do you want to take an active role in raising your child?
Because I'm his dad, and it's my responsibility to be there for him and help raise my son.
Okay, so you want to take an active role in raising your child and being with your child?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When was the last time you saw your child, Saint?
December of last year.
Did you want to spend time with your child?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you reach out to Miss Preston and say, I would like to see Saint?
Oh, yes, yes, sir.
When did you reach out to her?
Oh, I tried calling and texting her and stuff, but I was blocked on everything. Like, I got blocked on social media. She blocked my phone number, and I didn't feel comfortable going to her house because it was a hostile environment, and I didn't feel comfortable or safe in their household. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't get to see my son, because she wanted me to like only be at the house with my son. And
So
I couldn't take him nowhere or take him to see my parents, or I couldn't get no pictures of him or anything.
So she was agreeable that you spend time with Saint. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes? Okay.
Yes.
But she didn't want you to go somewhere else, go get ice cream or something.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm not sure the child could eat ice cream at that age, but okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was just a
So now you did see the what's been marked and entered into evidence, the calc sheet. You're in agreement that that's what your wages are, correct? Based on your pay stubs?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have reasonable access to medical insurance, sir?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Through your employer?
Yeah, my employer provides insurance.
Do you know how much that would be per month?
I don't know at the moment.
Okay. Sir, who do you where do you live right now?
I live in 2209 Irene
No,
Street.
I didn't say the address. Do you live in a house?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, and who do you live with in the home?
I live with my parents.
Your father and your mom?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And does anybody else live with you?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you own any guns?
No, sir. No, sir. I have a BB gun.
Okay. Have you ever been charged with any crime?
No, sir. No, sir. My record is clean. I've never been to jail.
Okay.
I've never been in trouble. I've never done anything, drugs, alcohol, none of that.
How old are you?
I am 20 years of age. I've just turned 20 December 7th.
When you communicate with the other side, how do you do that?
I don't communicate with the other side. I lost all connection after I was blocked on everything. And I didn't feel comfortable or safe driving to your house.
Okay. So if the judge does award visitation in this case, would you like a somewhere in public where you can have the pick up and drop off?
Yeah, cameras and lots of witnesses. I chose Walmart off of I-45.
Okay.
and Lamarck.
Now, you heard testimony that Ms. Preston would like the child's name to stay the child's last name to stay Preston. What is your feelings about that?
Oh, I just wanted to add Jones to the last name. I don't care if it comes first or last. I just need Jones added to the name.
Okay. Your Honor, pass the witness at this time. And I'd like to inform the court that I did get the email from Ms. Preston. And Your Honor, it's a video. They're not pictures. It's a video with music in the background.
Well, why don't you, I mean, do you want to talk to her off the record about this issue? Do you want to see what you can prove up? I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay.
Because videos can, as a practical matter, case center can take videos. So that's not, there's no tech issue here. It's more how you want to proceed issue. So
Can I share my screen with the video?
would you like to import it into case center as well, though?
Yeah, I can do that, ma'am. Yeah.
And do you want a chance to review the video yourself for a moment?
Yes, I'm gonna mute my screen, and I'll view the video, and then I can import it at that time.
Okay. But ma'am, these are pictures you took?
No, ma'am. He took them and posted them on social media.
Okay. 8 pictures came through.
Okay. Your Honor, recall Ms. Preston so she can explain her exhibits.
Okay.
Ms. Preston,
Yes.
I'm going to show the first picture or / video you sent. Well, picture you sent me rather. So you can explain to the court what this is.
He has an Instagram name, Mr. Never Wrap It Up. It is no longer Mr. Wrap It Up. It is now that's underscore one baby daddy, BD. But at first, this was his Instagram. His dad sells drugs, is what he told me. And not only does his dad sell drugs, he sells drugs out of his house. That's what he told me verbatim. And he told me that this was a picture of the drugs that his dad sells, and those 2 are his guns.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. And I'm gonna.
So he missed, when you say he, Mr. Jones, is he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what did he tell you this was?
Ma'am?
What did he tell you this picture was?
He told me that they were the drugs that his dad sells, because he told me that basically his dad sells drugs out of the house, and that those are the guns, and that those are his guns, but the drugs that they sell out of the house.
Okay, and when was that photo taken?
I honestly don't know.
When did he, obviously this was before you, was this in the last year?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought you didn't speak in the last year though.
We didn't.
So how did he tell you that in the last year?
People send me screenshots. His friends send me screenshots of what he's posted.
So you just said he, Mr. Richard Jones, told you that that was drugs his father.
Yes, ma'am.
So when did he tell you that?
He told me that when I was pregnant, as a matter of fact.
So not necessarily about that specific photo, or was it about that photo?
Oh, about this photo, I asked him about it. He told me to mind my business, and he know his daddy sell drugs. Like I would, every time I would
you don't stop speaking, so I don't understand how you still had these conversations.
We did. No, I was pregnant at the time.
Okay.
At the time I was pregnant. We were speaking when I was pregnant, on and off.
Okay. And so in response to this photo, what did he tell you?
He told me, well, you know my daddy sell drugs, so what would you expect? In that order specifically. And he also told me that those were his guns.
Okay. You may proceed, Mr. De Himeja.
Your Honor, I'd like to show her second picture. Ms. Preston, you want to show this picture along the same lines as the first picture?
Yes, ma'am, because those pictures were posted in the same day, around the same around the same day and hour.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna share number 3. And what is your what are you trying to show with this picture, ma'am?
He told me that he has money because his dad sells drugs. So that's the money that he has from his dad selling dope out of his house.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this picture. Share number 5. Now, ma'am, what is this? What is this picture?
That is his underage one. I think she was around, her name, this little baby's name is Adore Jones. That is his sister that also lives with him in that house on Irene Street. He posted this picture with her with the gun in her hands, and he said that his sister is going to be a shooter. And I seen this picture with my eyes. My Instagram, I was on my Instagram and I seen him post this. And I sent him a message and I said, and delete your sister because somebody sent that to me and that's not cute. He said, LOL, stop having niggas spy on me. That was his response to me telling him to delete that.
Do you believe this is a real gun?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I mean, yes, sir, I do. My apology.
No, it's okay. Stop sharing.
So is that his Instagram or his father's?
That's his Instagram. His father does not have social media, from my understanding.
I'm gonna share another one of your exhibits, ma'am. And what is this, ma'am?
That is when I told him, and delete your sister because somebody sent that to me, and that's not cute. His response to that was, stop having niggas spy on me.
Okay, stop sharing.
What is this talking about? You came here and got it, but don't want to bring it back?
Oh, that was a different situation. He came and he took my charger without my knowledge, and I asked him to bring it back, and he told me no. That's all that was about.
Okay. Share my screen on your next exhibit. What is this?
He said I guess he was beefing. I think he was getting into it with either getting into it with a boy named Dion or somebody else. I don't know the other person, but he said if a nigga drop his low, I'll kill him right now. Meaning that he was that person. Yeah, he was beefing with. He got into it with a boy named Jerron Reed, and he told you they got into it or whatever. And he told Jerron that he will kill him. And this is on Snapchat, and it says his name, Richard Jones.
Okay. And what is this supposed to be, ma'am?
That is his Instagram. He said I blocked him, but I did not block him. He blocked me. He said you blocked. We were communicating about him coming to, what was that? That, if I recall correctly, that was about him coming to see the baby. And he told me, no, he didn't give a fuck about my baby. In those specific words, no, fuck you and that baby. And
stop sharing. I think that's, I don't have any more after
you said
that.
the video, it was a video. And also,
yeah. Let me play that.
It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 5 more that I sent, and it says I sent them.
Okay, let me share the video. So basically, this is just him counting money here. What are you proving with this?
He told me, well, when one of his friends told me that that's the money from him selling drugs, basically. I just wanted to show that. Well, I just wanted to have that for evidence, basically, later on down the line, because my child support, well, for evidence. But it should be 5 more.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't have the others. They must have not come through, or there's a delay.
I'm gonna, can I send them again?
Let me ask you this: is it going to be anything different from what you've already shown?
They're just gonna be underage. He said, well, it's pertaining to this case. It's him with guns. It's him with other age children holding guns and other things like that.
Well, I mean, you've shown that with the pictures that you already produced. So it's
Yeah.
not going to show anything different, right?
No, sir, it's not. It's just gonna show different people.
Okay. So based on these pictures and your evidence, you have concerns, right?
Yes, I do.
And do you want Mr. Jones to have visitation?
Supervised visitation. I only want him to have supervision. I only want him to have visitation if I am around. I don't want him to have visitation without me being there. I do not trust him or his family with my child, with just my child. I have to be around.
Okay.
If he wants visitation.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I'd like to recall Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones?
Sir.
Sir, did you happen to see Miss Preston's pictures and the video that she has shown to the court?
Oh, yes, sir.
Would you like to make a comment? What do you the picture where there was a baby holding a gun? What was that? Well, what is that about?
Oh, that was a BB gun. It was a BB gun.
Was it loaded with a BB?
No, sir. No,
It's a
sir.
modern looking BB gun.
It's broken. The BB gun is broken. It can't take it's a CO2 cartridge BB gun, and it's broken. The CO2 cart is broken and it can't shoot.
Okay.
And I still have it. It's a childhood gun. I've been having it since I was like 7.
Okay. Now some of the pictures showed a lot of cash, $100 bills. How did you earn that? Through your job?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I work. I've been working ever since I was like 17 on and off. I've been working on and off. I don't sell drugs.
Does your father sell drugs?
My father doesn't sell drugs.
What does your father do for a living?
He cuts grass, landscaping really.
Has he been charged with anything?
That's none of my, I don't have knowledge of any of that.
Has he been to prison? Has he been to prison?
I have no knowledge of that.
Sir, you're asking me to allow the child to be in the presence of your father, I'm assuming. So
my father doesn't live with me. He comes and visits every once in a while. It's on and off.
you said you live with your parents. Does
Yes,
your
I
mom
live
have
with
your
my
husband?
mom. My mom. I live with my mom. I said parents is just.
You said father and mother.
Yeah, my parents are married. Yeah, but he doesn't live here.
Mr. Jones, where do you work?
I work at TDCJ. I'm a correctional officer. I have that's it. I just had a job.
They do background checks there, right?
Yeah, I have nothing on my record, but if you go check her record, she was recently incarcerated for domestic violence against a family member, and that's the reason why she missed our last court date, because she was in jail, I think. Yeah, that's why I don't like going to their household. It's very violent, and it's a hostile environment. They get into fights all the time. They argue. Last time I was over there, I was tased a couple times. It's crazy.
Why,
And
why were you tased?
Because I didn't want to be with her. I didn't want to be with her. If I expressed my feelings of me like not wanting to be with her or like sleep with her, she would tase me. Tase me, hit me, choke me. It's whatever, really. Yeah, and she actually has a record with the law. Yeah. And she's a very violent person. She gets in a fight almost every other month or so. I have videos of those fights if I need to email those as evidence.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do you have a family violence charge pending?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you have a taser?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Why
But
do
it's for protection. He's making it, I'm sorry, but those are not true. He would come over here and we would get in fist fights and I would tase him because he would fight me. Like I said, one day when I was pregnant, he slapped me and I fell on the ground. That's why I tased him. I don't just taste him for no reason. And then another time he tased me, he was trying to have sex with me and rip my underwear. And that's why I tased him. My mom walked in on that happening because I told her I don't want to have sex with him. And he basically tried to rape me that day in my own house. And that's why I tased him. I don't just tase him for no reason. And my mama made him leave. And after that, he didn't come over for like a whole month and a half.
I'm going to ask each of you this. I guess I'll start with you, Ms. Preston. Have you called CPS? I guess you probably haven't on Mr. Jones because he hasn't seen your child, but have you called CPS regarding Mr. Jones at all?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Why did you call CPS on Mr. Jones?
I called CPS on him because one day, he went on live about me and I seen the whole background. I seen his sister holding guns and I called and I said, well, if you don't delete that off of your Instagram, I'm going to call CPS on you. He didn't believe me, so I called CPS on him.
Okay. And what did CPS do?
Right.
They did not do anything, I don't think. And I think I sent them those same pictures and videos, but they never followed up with me. So I don't know what they did.
And Mr. Jones, have you called CPS on Ms. Preston?
No, ma'am. I've never called CPS.
Okay, the state doesn't represent either of you. Is there anything else either of you would like to say that has not already been said?
Can I talk about what he's been saying or no, not at this moment?
Maybe. I don't know what he's been saying. I don't know if it's relevant what he's been saying. It's hard for me to know unless I know what you're talking about.
He said that he doesn't come over because it's what did he say? A hostile environment. What he's talking about is one day after I had my a couple days after I had my gender reveal. At my gender reveal, his friend group and his family jumped basically and called me while I was 6 months pregnant. I went to the police station and I filed on them. They didn't do anything about it. So after that, my sister's boyfriend lived with us at the time. So he came, Richard Jones, well, he didn't live with us, but he was staying over. Richard Jones came over here and to see my child with his brother. And I was playing with him and I took his shoe and I hit his shoe. And he proceeded to come and try to beat my door in when he came and put his hands on me. Because I was just playing with him. I was honestly just playing with him. I didn't know he was gonna get that serious. I was just playing with him. And later on, me and his dad talked about that when I seen his dad at the store. So I was playing with him. He proceeded to come in. After I gave him his shoe back, he put his hands on me. He told me that he'll shoot my house up and kill me and my child and my family. And then he proceeded to go to his car and wave a gun around and tell me and my sister's boyfriend that he would shoot us and my dad, that he would shoot me, my mom, my dad, my son, and my sister and my sister's boyfriend. And I told him, well, it's cameras right there. Because mind you, I have a deputy that lives across the street from my house. And she has cameras. And she also, I think on her cameras, it was on her cameras, if she still has them. It was on the cameras that he put his hands on me. And not only did he put his hands on me, but he waved the gun around.
Okay.
And said that he was going to shoot my family.
Okay, I know that you two have volatile issues between each other. And so I'm going to give you a chance to speak, but let me just tell you all where I'm pleading to go with this. I can't change the past. I'm not the police. I'm not CPS. So I just want you to all realize that. All I can do is try to carve the best thing out for you that I can. You guys have a child together, and that's really all that's before me. I want you all to see your child. I want you all to do it safely, though, and I don't want to cause any more havoc than already goes on between you two. You obviously have a history together. You obviously know how to push each other's buttons, and things get violent between you two. And so I don't want to cause any more of that, but I do still want both of you to see your child, or at least give you a chance to, and see where that goes. That being said, ma'am, I don't think you should be the one supervising. You've told me about all sorts of bad things that have happened to you when you've been in his presence. I don't want to put you in danger. I don't want to put him in danger. And because really putting either of you in danger puts your child in danger, and I don't want that to happen.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. But honestly, I have completely moved all of my life.
Okay, ma'am, I've heard you for the last hour. I don't think you have. So regardless of what you think, and even if you have moved on, when you guys come together, it brings up the past right now. So I'm not going to order you to be the supervisor, no matter what you tell me at this point. It's going to be a temporary order, and we're going to move forward, but it's not going to be you supervising. So is there anybody else who can supervise?
My sister or mother. And my father.
Okay. And sir, do you have any issues with any of those three people?
Yes. They're all in cahoots with her. Like, going back on the story that she told with the shoes, I took her phone, I think. I took her phone and I held her phone, and I said, I said, you're not getting your phone back until I get my shoes. And her mom proceeded to come out to the car, get the phone from me, and walk in the house, lock the door on me. And as I knocked, they all just sat in the inside of the door and laughed. And that's what, and I like to go back on what she was saying about, I went in the house and put my hands on her when it was four people surrounding her. So it's like, in that case, when I get, like, when they stop it, or when she called the police, it just been like a lot of contradictory here. Like, I haven't talked to her.
And that's why, sir, I'm not going to let her be the one supervising. I want it to be someone else.
Or neither of her parents. I don't get along with that household. They're all the same. They're all on the same moral path, and my morals are set differently from them. So I don't want them supervising at all. But that's it.
Who do you propose, sir? Because at this point you have nothing. You haven't seen your child in over a year. So I need a reasonable proposal to make this better for you.
I want my child on my own. I don't need supervision.
Okay.
Like,
I'm going to ask the question again. Who would you propose that could supervise initially?
Supervise, like, could we get like a peace officer involved? Like,
unless you're going to find one that's willing to do it on the spare time and you'd have to pay them. No, the police don't provide that service.
Well,
you
I don't have
pay them to, like you do for a party, but
I don't have anybody then.
Do you want to think about it for a moment, sir? Do you have any friends in common that don't
I just want
use people?
No, ma'am. I just want the standard supervision, standard visitation. I don't need any supervision.
Okay, well, sir, I'm going to be ordering some supervised initial visits. So I'm going to ask again if there's anybody that you both know that you would both trust. I could set it up through a program, but I don't think you need that level. but it can't be her. I mean, I don't want people stealing shoes and phones and escalating things. I want you to visit your child and get to know your child.
No, I don't have anybody at the moment.
Okay, of the three people she suggested it, do you trust one of them more than the others? I realize you don't trust either of any.
I trust none of them, bro. I don't. None of them. None of them at all.
Ma'am,
I
is there
would,
anyone else who he
no.
might trust more?
My apology. He has never said anything bad about my sister. My sister has never gotten in an argument with him, never anything. I think my sister should supervise. Him and my sister has never ever been at odds. He actually used to tell me that my sister, like he wants to be cool with my sister. Him and my sister have no problems and are not at odds at any kind of way.
Sir, have you had issues with her sister?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
know you don't like.
They're all on the same level with me. I like going back on the baby shower thing. My friends didn't jump her.
It was a gender reveal.
Okay, sir, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at this point.
Okay. Like I'm just saying, like I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them. And I'm scared. When I'm over there, I feel uncomfortable. I feel out of place.
Okay, and the visits don't necessarily have to be at her house. That we're going to get to that next. But first, we have to come up with a person.
I don't have nobody over there that I could trust for them to supervise me. They could lie, say anything, call CPS for no reason. I just can't trust it. And I'm just scared. I'm scared. I'm very fearful when it comes to them. I just want my son to myself. That's it.
No, do not. Please don't do that. Bring it here. Bring it. Come on, let me have it.
So do you also have dental support available to you?
I have dental, eye insurance, ear insurance, and just everything's available.
Oh, yeah, you work for the state. Okay.
Yeah, I work for the state, so everything's available.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you all know the addresses of where each other lives?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I forgot hers.
Has she moved?
No, I just never really remembered.
But he knows how to get here, Your Honor. He knows the way to get here.
And Mr. Dehameja, do you have copies of standard injunctions?
Yes, I do. I do have copy of the standard injunctions.
Okay.
Can you let me know which ones that you're going to order though?
Can you then share your screen? Because I don't know which ones you're looking at.
Oh, okay. All right, Your Honor, I can share my screen. I found them. So I've got this.
Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
You want to scroll down?
Yeah. Does anyone have any other children besides this child? Scroll down more. And you're gonna have to change the word petitioner because you're the petitioner. But 10. Well, 13. That was a child so young, I'm not sure it matters. You can keep going down. Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay. In addition to those, I'm going to include, I think, is it already in there? No posting on social media? Was that already in there with Virginia Measure?
Let me scan through it really quick.
Where you got that from? Where you got that from?
It doesn't actually say social media.
Okay. Let's add no posting, and you can almost add social media to some of those. That might be easier.
Yeah.
No posting about each other on social media. Don't post about the child. I'm also going to enjoin each party from having any guns unlocked, including the CO2 BB guns, in the house when the child is around or in the house. So both of them should not have any unlocked guns when the child's around. And I'm also enjoining each party from having any illicit drugs in the house unless prescribed. So there should be no illicit drugs near the child unless prescribed for the child. And I'm ordering each of them to take a parenting class. And they have to file the certificate before the next hearing. And I'm going to continue with the establishment of the parent-child relationship. I'm not ruling on the name change yet. I'm going to appoint Preston managing conservator, Mr. Jones possessory conservator. Ms. Preston has the right to determine the primary residence within Galveston or contiguous counties as agreed to. I'm going to do the mutual non-disclosure for both of them at this time. I'm not sure I'm going to continue that in final though. And order the parties to communicate through app close. Ordering that Mr. Jones pay child support of the $5.99 a month beginning January 1st of 2024. And I'm ordering medical and dental through his job. For final trial, sir, please bring information about the costs of those so we can see if that needs to be adjusted.
Your Honor, we ask that you reserve retro.
Yeah, I'm not ruling on retroactive child support today. That issue will be addressed at final trial. So for visitation, this is going to be a challenge, the first few visits. I'm going to order that the first few visits be supervised by both her sister and your mother. Hopefully they're both available at the same time.
Bro, I object.
I
object.
understand that, sir, and you can file a de novo appeal. This is what my ruling is, though. And if you don't want to participate anymore, I'll just come up with things and they may or may not work. I ideally would like it to work. So I'm going to throw out the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month.
Wait, can I ask a question? So this is temporarily, right? Like, so
This
I'm
is
gonna
a temporary
get.
order, sir. Yeah, and I'm not
Alright.
even done with the ruling yet, so you don't even, You don't even know fully what I'm ruling. On the first,
Okay.
third, and fifth weekends of the month from 1 to 5. Sorry, first, third, and fifth Saturday of the month. From 1 to 5, supervised by both of them. And
What is that?
where can those visits occur? I don't really want it to be either of your homes. Does your sister have her own home?
I know where he can do visitation. They can do visitation. Either they can, well, they can do it at my brother's house.
No, I want. Can I do it in a public space? I don't want to be at anybody's house.
The police station. Can we do it at the police station?
Where at the police station? They don't have like space available for that?
I think she is. They don't. You know, she.
I don't believe they do anyway.
Yeah, they don't. We could we do McDonald's?
No. My son don't eat McDonald's.
He doesn't have to eat there. I just want to see my son.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, ma'am, he's trying to come up with something constructive. That was actually a constructive possibility. McDonald's is a safe place. Doesn't belong to either of you. Is there a
Thank you.
place you would prefer, ma'am? Without being
Can they go to Chick-fil-A instead? Because my son, I don't let him. He doesn't eat McDonald's. Can they meet at Chick-fil-A instead?
Mr. Jones, do you mind if it's Chick-fil-A instead of McDonald's? It's the same vein of idea.
I just wanted something that's close and which a lot of people go.
Is there a Chick-fil-A? Look, there's a lot of people in Chick-fil-A.
And then like if I'm seeing like weekends, it's closed on Sunday. So if I get them on Sunday, how would that even work?
Right now, the supervised visits are on Saturdays, so it's
Only Saturdays.
right now. This is the beginning. It's gonna take a
Okay.
while at this rate, but yes, that's the first phase is first, third, and fifth Saturdays from 1 to 5 supervised.
McDonald's worked for me though. McDonald's.
Is there no Chick-fil-A near you that would work? Because it's not that different. They both have play areas.
No, ma'am. I don't want it to be at McDonald's. McDonald's is literally right across the street from his house. I want it to be at Chick-fil-A. He can easily just take
Okay,
my shot.
what Chick-fil-A are you suggesting, ma'am?
The one at Texas City on Palmer Highway.
I stay in Lamar.
And I stay in Lamar too. And he has a car, just like I have a car. He can travel to Texas City to Chick-fil-A. It's no more than 5 minutes away.
I don't have a car.
Objection to the sidebar. Objection.
Ma'am, you're not even
Objection to
part
the
of this
sidebar.
hearing. There's an attorney here representing the state who is still here in this hearing, Ms. Hernandez.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Believe it or not,
Sorry,
Mr.
I didn't see
Dingameja
it.
is part of this hearing.
All right.
Hello?
I'm trying to come up with suggestions for you all because you all can't come up with ideas.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm here.
This is just temporary, y'all. This is not forever. So it's going to be inconvenient for a little bit, but you're going to have to get past it. And I'm going to do the Chick-fil-A.
I'll do Chick-fil-A. I'll do Chick-fil-A.
Is that the one on 3440 Palmer, Texas City?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, that is.
Oh, and I thought of a person that could watch me supervise. She has a brother, an older brother
No, I don't.
that don't live in a household with her. Name.
That's whose house. That's whose house I want to be at in visitation. But he just said no. I'm the one that said they can do visitation at my brother's house. He said no.
Okay, please stop fighting.
He has never been.
Okay, so sir, you're okay with her brother, and ma'am, you were okay with the brother, but now you're not.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with the brother supervising me, but I still want it to be a public space.
Okay, and
So
ma'am, you don't think your brother can do it? Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I am. My son was messing with the computer. I'm here.
Okay, so you don't think your brother can supervise?
I think he can't. No, I don't think. No.
Okay, I'm
No.
ordering it as either, so the people who can supervise,
My sister can supervise. My sisters can supervise. He has never had an issue with my sister ever.
okay, ma'am, I'm ordering it. So it's gonna be your mother, sir, and either her brother or sister.
Her brother. I want her
It's
brother.
either or, sir. I'm not choosing. I'm not debating this anymore. I want you to get past this phase. I don't want to spend my life on this phase. So
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Excuse me.
first
Excuse me.
35th weekend of the month from 1 to
Excuse-
5 supervised. No, I've ruled already. That we're
No,
not
I'm-
discussing it anymore.
My brother is on call. He can't always do it. He works at the railroad tracks.
Ma'am, did
which-
you even listen to what I ruled? I said
Yeah.
either your brother or your sister. So if your brother is not available, your sister is fine.
Okay, thank you.
First, third, and fifth Saturday of the month from 1 to 5 supervised for 5 visits. Then it's going to be the first, third, and fifth unsupervised from 1 to 5. Now, I would ideally not even want you to be there at the exchange, ma'am. Or you, sir. Is there anyone else who could do pickup and drop-offs? And you have to unmute so that the recording can.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Sir, is
I
there
could-
anyone who can do pickup and drop-offs for you?
I could have my mother.
It's a suggestion because again, just even from this, like right now, you're in a hearing before me and it's escalating. I don't want it to escalate around your child.
No, ma'am. Not his mom. Not his
I'm
mom.
going to order that exchange is going to be at the police station. What police station is near y'all?
Lamarck's.
Mark.
So pickup and drop off is going to be at the Lamarck Police Station. And that's going to be for 5 visits. And it's going to be 8 to 5 on the first, third, and fifth unsupervised. Pickup and drop offs at the police station.
8 o'clock in the morning
Yes,
to 5 p.m.
yes. He has to complete the earlier stages to get there, though. He can't just skip them and jump to that one. And then after that, after 5 of those, we're going to stop for now at 6 p.m. on Saturday to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Unsupervised.
When does that start?
After he completes all the other phases, it's up to him. Okay, Mr. De Himeja, when do you want to come back for final trial?
Um,
Let's give it a few months.
so are we looking at March, Your Honor? Towards the end of
March or
March?
even April. Yeah, either end of March or April.
How about April 1st?
Okay.
April 1 at 8:30.
Yeah.
And on phase 4, Your Honor, this is just for clarity, until further order of the court.
Yes.
Okay.
And the pickup and drop offs for all of these, including that last phase, are at the police station.
Lamarck, yes, ma'am.
And just hopefully it won't come to this, but if things happen in the interim, first of all, you're all free to hire lawyers or consult lawyers on any of these matters. 2, if something happens that you would normally call police or whoever, this doesn't prevent you from doing anything you would normally do in your lives to protect you or your children. So you're still free to do that. This is not enjoining anyone from doing anything they feel they need to do to protect themselves. The Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign to review and sign off on. And we're going to have you go back to the breakout rooms to wait for that. Thank you all, and let me make sure. Here we go. Okay. And we're going to have you guys go back to the breakout rooms. Happy holidays and good luck, and we'll see how things are going in April.
Okay, if y'all just click on your screen, you should be able to return back to your breakout room.